We are back on a Saturday morning with a download. It's our look at the week's biggest stories.
From a dramatic first week in the rape trial of a former student at an elite prep school to the first hurricane of this Atlantic season, we covered a lot of news this week, but we begin with those devastating wildfires out west.
Wildfires burning out of control across the west, dozens of them destroying communities, and then the ultimate nightmare.
3 Forest Service firefighters involved in a vehicle accident. They survived the crash, but not the flames.
These are 3 big heroes protecting small towns.
Meantime, the first hurricane of the year, Hurricane Danny, is churning in the Atlantic.
It's a Category 1 storm right now, but it should weaken to a tropical storm.
Looked up, looked, the building just collapsed on top of each other.
Tragedy averted at a Motel 6 in Washington state.
It was a close call for guests Tuesday night, evacuated from their rooms just minutes before a gas explosion leveled a large part of a Motel 6 in Bremerton, Washington.
The motel's manager now being hailed as a hero.
Okay, this would cause a major pandemonium, me pulling this alarm, but my gut told me to, and I'm glad I did.
Hi, I'm Jared, the subway guy.
A stunning admission from Jared Fogle, pleading guilty to child pornography and sex with minors charges.
This is about using wealth, status, and secrecy to illegally exploit children.
Overseas in South Africa, the Blade Runner is still behind bars days after prison officials promised to release him.
Oscar Pistorius was sentenced to 5 years in prison for shooting and killing his model girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp. So far, he served just 10 months, but prison officials decided to let him walk and serve under house arrest instead. But just hours before his release, South Africa's Minister of Justice saying the parole board had no right to release him.
I was raped.
Another closely watched trial, that of a former prep school student accused of sexually assaulting a classmate.
Owen Labrie has pleaded not guilty to sexual assault and other charges. He says it was consensual. Prosecutors say the girl was sexually assaulted on St. Paul's campus as part of a tradition known as the Senior Salute, where older students ask out younger ones before graduation.
Meantime, on the campaign trail, Republican presidential candidate Marco Rubio decided to show off his football skills during a campaign stop in Iowa.
All was going so beautifully until this unfortunate incident. Tweets were quick to follow. Marco Rubio's campaign really spiraling out of control. ESPN had Senator Rubio's back saying that the pass wasn't terrible, to which he responded, the QB always gets the blame.
And school's back in session for many kids, but one little boy wasn't so happy when a reporter asked him about it.
Are you going to miss your mom?
No.
No? Oh, don't cry. Are you?
How sweet is that little munchkin?
So the good news is his mom was just off camera.
Right.
And she gave him a big hug afterward. But that's going to be me when we drop our 2-year-old off at preschool like a month from now.
You're going to be the one crying.
She can't leave.
They'll be like, Mr. Alexander, you're back in 90 minutes. Don't worry.
When I was little, I was that kid. I used to, if my mom ever left the house, walk around with her picture sprayed with her perfume and kept it by me at all times because I was just devastated when she left. So I can relate.
What a daughter.
I think a lot of us can. I have the same morning. I have my 3-year-olds go to preschool for the first time, and my oldest goes to kindergarten for the first time, all the same morning. So I'll be crying.
So you'll be the one crying.
Like an empty nester for 2 hours.
And then it turns into, you see him just kind of melt.
You cued out. Like, sick haircut, though.
I know, he did look good.
That was a solid haircut.
Cute little boy.
School cut.